Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Midday Motivation.
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 That's a T there. It's not a D. Welcome from the four of us. I don't know why you're calling me now. Stop. Don't even.
Y'all head on off. Say hello.
Oh,
Say good morning.
Wait till the people get on.
You gotta wait till the people get on. Wait till the folks get on.
They taking pictures over there.
That's it. Motivating ourselves.
Yep.
We got some brand new coffee today.
David said.
Why?
Can I try it?
Because Jesus.
That's what the cup says.
Listen. I just like
Right.
Watch your toes.
Listen.
Come on, people.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm listening.
just saying this. Like, you feel me?
Not so much.
And just leave it. Just let it hang. Would that be a dangling participle?
I don't know. Because you're eating from change.
There is such thing as a dangling participle. Are you kidding?
Mr. You've been in essentials and now you're in challenge.
All right. Nobody's on.
Nobody's on
That's
today? Are we on?
Yes, we're on. We're on YouTube, I know.
Stop pulling on the chair, please. You're going to break it.
Come on, people. I got a question for you.
Please
Yeah,
don't.
you are on.
Please don't.
It says 6 people
All right.
watching.
Yeah, and I got a comment here, but it's not showing up there.
If you can hear me or you can see me, put a thumbs up in the comment.
I don't know why, but nevertheless.
Just do it.
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay, you can see me.
Have mercy. Yep, it's been shared.
It's been shared.
You guys' comments are not showing up. There they go. There they go. They're showing up now.
Yay.
Okay.
Miss Deidre gave you a thumbs up. Miss Jackie gave you a thumbs up. They're showing up now. Okay,
Sam
cool.
said, hey, Joe.
That's fine. That's fine. How about we do this? Slow down the leafy. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Monday edition of today's Midday Motivation. Guys,
We
go do your work.
welcome you.
Bye-bye.
Guys, go do your work. Stop.
Jonathan.
Stop.
There's nothing in it.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter.
You
You're
know-
doing too much at
I'm
the wrong
saying.
time. Then get a chair. And we want to hear your insight on Nehemiah.
Jesus. Good morning, Miss Marcedia. What's happening? Miss Johnson, good morning. Good morning. Thanks, everybody, for being on. Make sure you guys share this. Make sure you share this with your friends, followers, and all of those folks that are a part of what you got going on. Make sure you share it. We are in the book of Nehemiah. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're determined to have a productive Monday, go ahead and put a boom in the comment feed, BOOM, or you can use the starburst emoji.
Let me put a
That works, too.
starburst. I'm determined to have a good day.
I'm on.
I got some new coffee today. My wife, who is also my girlfriend, she bought me, I don't know, was that for my for our
What
anniversary?
else, Father's Day, maybe?
Father's Day?
No.
I think it was before that.
May.
I think it was just cause.
No, it was a
Oh, it was a reason.
It was a reason. I
You
can't
just
remember.
you give me a
what it
gift just cause.
I do give
It's
you
gotta be a
gift.
reason to get a gift.
Woo! This is
Here it
old
is. Here's
hair.
the reason. It's Monday.
It's Monday.
We're breathing.
You got it.
Give me some more. Give me some more. Oh man, that song just popped in my head. All right, so here we go.
I'm coming to get a pencil.
Put the charger in there. That way we get a little brighter. Okay. And this coffee is really, really good.
Which one is that?
It's really, really good.
He's part of the Amazing Club's coffee club.
Sumatra,
Sumatra.
something.
Okay.
Mendeling or something like that. Medling or something like that. It's really, really good. I thought it was gonna be lousy. I really, really did. When I read it and read about it, the coffee description, and I was like, I'm not gonna like this. But it's really, really good. And yes, I drink my coffee black with a little bit of sugar. Actually, not sugar. I prefer monk fruit sweetener. 0 calories. 0, 0, 0. It's all natural. All right. So apparently the boys want to have a conversation next to us as we prepare to do the midday motivation. I don't even understand what's going on, but you know.
Wipe it up.
So, good morning. Good morning. We are in the book of Nehemiah. All right. In chapter number 4. Chapter 4. Is Joshua staying?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Come on in the middle, kid.
Come in the middle so we can see you.
Yeah, the people want to see your face.
Not like that. You look like Where's Waldo?
Yes. Come in the middle, kid.
Where's Josh?
He's gonna chime in.
You know what would be funny
Some
is if you
insight
did like a
on
picture.
Nehemiah.
You did a picture, like a series of pictures like that, and somebody was just on the side, like behind a tree.
They do it all the time.
Where's Waldo? Oh boy! You know what we're gonna do today?
What are we gonna do?
The
today?
Sanctified Challenge.
I don't know what that is.
Have you haven't seen it?
No.
Anna Douglas. Oh my God! It's
Oh.
hilarious. It's hilarious. She tells you how to be sanctified in church. Okay,
Oh, Lord.
gotta go.
Yes.
Gotta go to D-Text. Nehemiah chapter 4. They are building the wall. They have antagonists. They have those that are talking about them: Sanballat, Tobiah, and Geshem. Absolutely. These 3 brothers have decided to, officials that are not officials within the Persians or the children of Israel.
Edomites.
Absolutely. Have nothing to do with what's going on in Jerusalem. They're being antagonists to the children of Israel.
Can I do a commercial break?
Feel free.
You was preaching on Sunday, and you said something shit. I can't remember what it was, and I was like, hatership. Oh, goodness. Okay.
I probably said believership.
That was it.
Yeah.
You said believership, and I was like, I ain't making up words
Yeah,
like
making up words.
hatership. All right,
That's
go
what black
ahead.
preachers do. Make up words like
Back to Nehemiah. Commercial over.
dog.
I'm sorry.
No, I was thinking of a word Jesse Jackson made up one time.
God, he's the king of making
Joggertide.
Joggertide. Really?
Joggertide. You what? I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Anyway, they are
Back to Nehemiah.
They are working. They're doing great work. And the wall is all the way around. It's completed all the way around, about halfway up to its height. But there are some high parts and some low parts. And the enemy has said, they have made the decision that we're going to attack them. We're going to tear down the wall. Remember, not because they don't like the children of Israel. They just don't want them to prosper. That's it.
Come on.
They just don't want them to prosper. So we're just going to stop them.
That sounds like
From
their
prosper.
whole, like, when you look at everything they've been through, that just sounds like their whole life. That's it. The attack of the enemy on their life has always been to stop them from prospering. And every single time, they have prospered.
Absolutely. Every time.
I believe one
You give a scratch,
account,
we make
it says they continue to multiply and increase in strength.
Yep, that's in the book of Exodus.
Yes.
Absolutely. They tried to stop them, and they kept having children.
That's it.
They just kept growing stronger. They killed one, they had 17. You know, so here they are, and they're dealing with this. Hey, good morning, Miss Donna. They're dealing with this, and Sister Walden and Sister Betty. They're dealing with these guys that are saying, we're gonna come and get y'all. And so here we pick it up at verse 15. And it happened when our enemies heard that it was known to us and that God had brought their plot to nothing, that all of us returned to the wall, everyone to his work. In other words, they probably had some guys out pulling surveillance on them. And when they found out, wow, they had guards at the low part, they had guards all around. And at the low parts, they had a whole lot of guards. Man, just cut sling low. Let's just stop. Let's figure out something else. Let's come back another time. Verse 16. So it was from that time on that half of my servants worked at construction, while the other half held spears and shields and bows and wore armor or chainmail, and the leaders were behind all the house of Judah. Those who built on the wall and those who carried burdens loaded themselves so that with one hand they worked at construction and with the other held a weapon. So they have one hand, you got a trowel in one hand and a spear or what have you in another hand. Everyone, yeah,
that's good.
Go
They
ahead.
was ready for work and for war, all making
Literally
preparations for their worship.
Got it.
Come on,
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes. Yes.
You can add that.
Yeah, no, you got it.
All right,
Sure.
go ahead.
He offered. I don't have anything.
I love you.
All right. Get some lipstick.
Thank you.
All right. Never saying gaming. So now, from that time, it says half of the servants. So half of them work, half of them post security. All right, and then that's where they are. They did. That's what they're doing.
You're right.
And the ones that were working were pulling security while they worked. Okay. They built on the wall, one hand construction, one hand at construction, the other hand at the weapon. Every one of the builders had his sword girded at his side as he built. And the one who sounded the trumpet was beside me. So if there would need to be a call to retreat or something to get to a rallying point, Nehemiah could easily just say, hey, man, blow the trumpet, and and they could get there. Then I said, verse 19, then I said to the nobles, the rulers, and the rest of the people, the work is great and extensive. Watch this. And we are separated far from one another on the wall. The worst place to be when you are vulnerable to the enemy's attack is to be separated from the body or separated from those who can strengthen you.
Wow.
The times that we fall into sin, if you look back on whatever it is, I mean, we put sin on level, we say this is not as bad as this and this is worse than this, but God looks at them all. Sin is sin, right? And so look at those moments of falling. 90% of the time, if we look back on them, we'll notice that it was a time or a season or a day or week or month, hour, whatever, that we were not near or not in tune or engaged with fellow members of the body of Christ who can strengthen and build us up.
And isn't that when the enemy would have us to separate ourselves? Oh, I feel bad. I feel depressed. I'm not going to church. I'm not going to be involved in anything. That's the time when the enemy, pulls his little trickery in the words of a good friend of mine, buffoon-coonery, that we run from the place where we can get strength. Yeah,
absolutely. It is. Now, notice, this is the same thing. Let me give you an example. That's the same thing that happens in the animal kingdom. In the animal kingdom, the predator just sits and watches the herd or the pride or whatever you call that group. And it sits there and it watches all 150 of them. And then after a while, it just starts chasing the pack. It's not trying to get 150 of them. It's just the one where the pack goes this way and this one goes this way. They leave the pack and they start following the one. And they run like crazy trying to get away. I'm reminded of the gazelle and the cheetah. You got to have gazelle intensity. You got to do it so bad that it's like your life. Yeah, man. Like your life. That's like Proverbs. Your life is on the line. If you slow down, if you quit, if you give up right now, you may just die, or you will die, or die some spiritually. How about that? We can use either way that we want to use it. If you get caught, if you give up, if you don't do the little things. Listen, the other side of this is the group has to be pulling for each other.
Right.
If you've ever played a team sport or something like that, you know how important it is. Like everybody, if you play volleyball and there's 4 or 9 of y'all on a team on your side of the net, you're depending on you to do your job. You're depending on me to do my job, whatever it is. Firefighters, I'm depending on the guy that's holding the hose down by the fire hydrant to do what he has to do so that we can do what we got to do by the end of the fire hydrant. I'm depending on the guy that's going to move the ladder up and down so I get in the right position to go save lives or do whatever I got to do. There's strength in numbers, But strength, it doesn't matter how many numbers you got if we're not looking out for one another. We can have 1 million people, but if we aren't looking out for each other, it's just like we all by ourselves.
Come on, isn't that what mercy and grace really does though? When we make those decisions we shouldn't make, mercy has our back.
Right.
And when he just wants to give us a little bonus, grace has our back. That's how we are for one another. Consider that you are mercy for someone else.
Right. That's right.
In the moments that they are the weakest, you step in to help strengthen them. You are the hands and feet of God, not that he needs us for anything, but we are to be like him. And so we literally get to be grace and mercy in the earth realm and then, for each other.
And we need each other. We really, really do. Nehemiah comes to them and he says to them, look, y'all, we're doing a great work and the work is extensive, but we're too far apart.
Right.
We're too far apart. We're focused on the same vision. We're trying to accomplish the same goal, but we're not doing it together.
Right.
I just noticed what you typed up there, Sister Walden, about a minute ago. Together. We got to do this together. How do we do it together? I do my part. You do your part at the same time, and we'll be able to do it together. As Dina used this, I don't remember if we were in Ezra or what book we were in. You were talking about the yoke, possibly when we were in one of the New Testament epistles. That the yoke is there to when when they're breaking a newer animal, and then they have the older animal with the newer animal, and the older animal still has to pull, even though the younger animal doesn't know what to do. But then after a while, it learns, and both of them realize, I got to walk my line. I don't need to walk. I don't need to try to walk this way. He didn't need to try to walk that way. So we're doing this. I need to walk my line and go where I'm going, because God has, that's what I'm supposed to do. If I mess up my one part, it's going to mess up everything. I'm so this one thing is just been in my spirit, in my heart, in my mind for the last
spirit, heart, and mind.
For the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's just simply do the little things well.
Oh yeah.
Do the little things well. If you do the little things well, great things are going to happen. Do the little stuff. A lot of times we focus on the bigger items.
Say that. Who focuses on it?
We,
because it ain't little. It's not little. It's just as important as the big things. That was all.
Okay. I was trying to catch what you said.
You gotta do it all as unto the Lord.
Like,
No. Just
we,
the body of Christ. We gotta treat it all the same, and you have to do it all as unto the Lord.
Absolutely.
The little, what we call little, the what we call big, it's all work unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm. And mine, I think it came up. It came up when I was watching something, and I noticed how I don't know what it was. Maybe I was watching an animal do something. I don't know. Yes, that's exactly what I was doing. I was saying, I just got a call from that same number. I don't know who that is. I don't think it's anyone. Sorry. Just both got a scam call from a robocall from the same number. I was watching an animal, I think it was a squirrel or something, do something. And I noticed how the squirrel went back and did whatever this one little thing was. It kept doing it, and it was sitting there. And I couldn't tell what it was doing, but I could just tell it was moving his hands or paws and doing whatever it was doing. And it was like, and then he'd run over there and do this, and then come back. And then sit here and do this real, real meticulously. And it's got me to thinking, do the little things well. If everybody does the little things well, the big things will just happen, right? Let me say it in this way. from my brothers. If everybody on the team does that one little thing well, winning won't have to be. You don't have to try to win. Winning just happens. Because when you try to win, you probably lose. But when you try to accomplish the task, winning happens.
Well,
that's good stuff. So he says, the one that blows the trumpet is near me. He tells them, he says to the nobles, the rulers, and the rest of the people, the work is great and extensive, and we are separated far from one another on the wall. Whenever you hear the sound of the trumpet, rally to us there. Our God will fight for us.
Yes.
Doesn't mean you may not have to swing a sword. Doesn't mean you may not have to throw a spear. But you need to understand that when you do what you do, God is fighting for you. God is fighting for you. You may need to do this, and that's cool. But you got to know it. God is doing this. This is a God thing. This ain't even us. This is a God thing.
And it's obedience.
You can swallow that Tic Tac fast
I
enough.
I'm trying to chew. Or not be all like, It's all about your obedience. When we hear our God will fight for us, we automatically think we don't have to do nothing.
Right.
But our God will fight for us means follow the steps that he's laid out. And victory is guaranteed as a result of your obedience. That's the fight. Listen to it. Whenever you hear the sound of the trumpet, rally to us there. Our God will fight for us. There was a process. It didn't say, whenever you hear the trumpet, just be looking around. No, it says, rally to us. Our God will fight for us.
Yeah.
There's always a process. There's a process that comes prior to your victory. And you just got to be obedient.
And trust the process.
True.
Trust in the process.
That's it. I need that. And this thought just came to me, something like, that I'm
putting the worm out.
when it says that they were separated from each other, but they were still doing the same work. That's in the body of Christ. All of us have a spiritual gift. And all of us, when we do our spiritual gifts individually, each person has a share. Each person has a spiritual gift. At least one. Each believer has at least one spiritual gift. When that happens, the Bible says it causes growth to the body. So not only does it grow a church physically, and that's great and that's wonderful, but it grows a church spiritually. It grows the people, the church, right? The church individuals, not necessarily focusing on the fact, growth in the body happens. More people coming happens, but because it's a healthy church. Okay, I'm sorry. I just got to. So we labored in the work. And half of the men held the spears from daybreak until the stars appeared.
Wow.
Okay. So at that time, I'm going to explain this in a second. Let's finish out the chapter. At that same time, I said to the people, let each man and his servant stay at night in Jerusalem, that they may be our guard by night and a working party by day. So neither I, my brother, and my servants, nor the men of guard who followed with me, the pagans that came, the Persians that came with me, who followed with me, took off their clothes, except that everyone took them off for washing. So they didn't put their pajamas on; they kept their work clothes on, and this is what they did. This mirrors what we did in the military when we went in the field. Everybody worked from sun up to sundown. After the sun went down, certain individuals had guard duty. And so they would sleep for a certain time, and then you have to get up and pull guard duty. And then after your guard duty's over, they will come and relieve you, and you go to bed.
Rest.
That's it. Because everybody worked all day long, from sun up to sundown. Everybody worked. Okay. Remember, this is an extensive job they needed to do. This task is extensive. Oh, by the way, Nehemiah had clearance to go there. And so Nehemiah, he doesn't have a whole lot of time to waste. He's got to get the job done. So he's like, look, if we're going to do this, we need to do this. We're going to work as long as this day.
I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day.
Though the night
cometh, no man can work. As long as I'm in the world, I'm the light of the world.
Shake hands. Flashback to Mount Calvary and Faith.
Sunday school. That's how we ended every Sunday school. Sunday.
Deacon Willie Fields. Bless you, man.
Yeah.
And so it is, everybody worked all day long. And so you needed to rest. You needed to rest, but you needed to pull guard duty at whatever your time was. I don't know. It doesn't tell us if they had an hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes, whatever. But everybody did it. Now, all the men, specifically men, did it. Okay? Now, when he says this, he's appealing to the leaders of the families because God put in all of us men. He put into us protector and provider. It is ingrained in you, bruh, to protect your family and to provide for your family. That's why you feel, and that's why we feel so bad when something's going on and we got to protect them, especially our daughters and our wives. We have got to protect them. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on, stay right there. I got it. Even if we don't got it, I got it. Even if we can't get it, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Let me go see what it is. You never hear the girls, you never hear the little girls saying, I got it, I'm going to protect you. No, you hear the young men, and you don't have to teach them. It's just in us. God created us that way. All right, to provide and protect, to go out and kill the game and bring it home and cook it up and we eat and all that stuff. It's in us. And so when he's saying this, he's appealing to the men. Also, not only for that reason, but also so that the men can encourage their families to do this as well and understand that we all got to do this together. So I'm appealing to the men. We got work to do, brothers.
Amen.
We got work to do. I'm praying. I ain't never told nobody this prayer, but I'm going to tell y'all. I'm praying. I've been praying for 50 men to come and join the mount on top of what we got already. Men that are prompt, diligent, dedicated, committed, sold out, tithing, anointed, Bible carrying, devil stomping, believing men. Strong, faithful men of God. To come and be a part of the mount.
That's it. And clarify. Somebody thinking that's how they all coming in the door. They might not come in the door like that.
Right.
But as we magnify Jesus and what?
Make disciples.
Mm-hmm. They will be those dedicated, all that stuff. They will become those things. And what's funny is my prayer is, and has been for some years, is that the men in the body of Christ will regain and take their rightful place.
How about that?
Yeah.
She didn't know I was branded. I didn't know she was branded.
Been that way for some years.
No corona.
No corona.
You ain't said nothing, sir.
He just gave you a fist bump.
He ain't say nothing.
It's communication without talking.
You're witnessing?
You getting in? Oh, now he's trying to back up.
Gotcha.
Got it.
All right, folks. That's chapter 4 of Nehemiah. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to continue with chapter 5. Oops. With chapter. Oh.
He's trying to Wi-Fi.
Like, why is it not working?
Jonathan, please go sit down. Thank you. God
it's always the middlest ones.
The middlest ones. That's the one it is. It's the middlest one.
Understand this opposition doesn't stop just because they put up a guard.
Right.
And you'll see it tomorrow in Nehemiah chapter 5. I wanted to make sure that's what I wanted to say. All right. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Midday Motivation. Don't forget this Sunday, join us in the parking lot at 1196 Penn Street. Members of Mount Calvary. We'll see you at 11 o'clock a.m. Bring your own chair.
Bring your BYOC.
That's right. Bring your own chair.
BYOU. Bring your own umbrella.
Yep. Or tent. You can bring your own
canopy. Bring your own tent.
C or CC tent. Chair, canopy, tent. And SIYOC.
Stay in your own car.
That's it.
You got options.
Sit in your own space.
That's it.
It's going to be marked off for you.
But everybody got a BYOM.
Absolutely.
Bring your own mask. No, we might have some masks for you, but you got to wear your own mask.
You bring your own mask.
Bring your own mask?
Yeah.
Okay, bring your own mask.
I don't know. So I want to say.
Don't let us stop you.
And if you can't come, we will still be virtual.
Yes, we will.
As well. All right?
That's me.
That's him, the kid.
He can't be virtual because he's the media man
He's the media guy.
for this
He's
quarantine.
He's been the pandemic.
The pandemic media. That's it.
All right. We're going to go, everybody. Remember this. We love y'all.
And you can't do a thing about it.
All right. Grace and peace.
Say bye.